Getting a UX job right now is harder than it has been in years. There are more designers looking for work than there are open positions. People apply to hundreds of jobs and never hear back. So what actually helps someone get hired in UX today? At the beginning of 2026, I spoke with top HR managers who regularly hire UX designers. I asked them a simple question. So what separates candidates who get hired from those who don't? In this video, I'll share the most useful insights they gave me. I'll also share real stories from their hiring experience. By the end of this video, you'll understand what companies actually look for when hiring UX designers and what you can do to improve your chances. Hello, my name is Gytis and I help people build careers in UX. Before we continue, if you haven't seen my recent UX market overview, I recommend watching it after this video. It explains why UX job market is currently so challenging. What I'm about to share may not apply to everyone. As always, there is more than one way to get what you want. If you get anything from this video, then remember to keep trying different strategies until you succeed. Go beyond the obvious. Treat your career path as a UX project. Try different ideas until you find something that works. First, UX skills are still foundation of everything else. And to get hired in UX, you usually need UX training, real work experience, or ideally both. If you don't have real work experience yet, that's okay. If you've completed a recognized UX training program, you can still apply for a junior position, but know that competition is fierce. You should try to get any kind of real work experience to increase your chances of landing a job. Number 2, research the right companies. Now that you have UX training and are approaching your first career path steps, you will need to be smart about how you do your homework. There are 2 key questions you need to answer, and you should answer them in this order. Number 1, identify which companies hire people with your skill level. Not every company hires junior designers, and knowing which ones do will save you a lot of time and energy. While some designers apply everywhere, volume increases the chances of getting hired, but that approach can work only so much. Many companies simply don't need junior designers. For example, smaller IT services and consulting companies often don't hire juniors. They run smaller and more efficient teams, so they need more experienced people who can work independently. If you're a junior designer, it's better to focus on larger product companies. These companies usually have multiple product teams and can more easily add junior designers to the mix. They are more interested and more likely to invest in young talent and develop them over time. But if you shouldn't guess which companies hire juniors, there's a simple way to check. Open a company's current and past job listings on LinkedIn. See whether they have hired junior designers before. Look for patterns in their hiring. Some companies recruit at predictable times each year. If you notice a pattern, you can try and apply before the job post is publicly announced, which gives you an advantage. Number 2, companies hire for cultural fit. Companies don't just look for hard skills, they look for people who fit their culture. They want people who can share their values and have a similar view of how work should be done. HR managers often talk about the importance of new hires thriving in the company culture. That's why research is important. Look into the companies you're interested in. Reach out to the current or former employees if you can. Ask about the company's culture, management style, the people who work there, and anything else that helps you understand how the company operates. This research will also help you get interviews and perform better in them, something we'll talk about next. Once you've done your research and identified companies that hire people like you, the next step is networking. Talk to people who work there. Networking might sound uncomfortable at first, but it can be very helpful. Find current or former employees on LinkedIn and send them a short message that could sound something like this. Hello Gytis, I noticed you're working at Gytis Mark. I'm interested in working there as well. If it wouldn't be too much trouble, I'd love to buy you a cup of coffee and ask for a few questions about your experience at the company. You can also attend free company-organized events to meet people working there. As a husband and a dad, I would also say that for women, it might be safer to meet with another woman when meeting a stranger. Story time. One of my friends worked at a large IT company. A student still in uni contacted them asking what skills they need to get hired there. They met for a copy every couple of months for over a year, and each time the student returned with improved skills. This is a great example of taking initiative and having a strategy. Also, simple conversations like this can help you prepare for job market better than degree ever will. Prepare your professional presence. Make sure your LinkedIn profile is complete. Add a clear headline, describe your previous experience, and write a short summary about yourself. Use professional-looking photos. Your CV, portfolio, and cover letter should be tailored to the company that enrolled you're applying for. Make sure to include your specific findings about the company to pique recruiters' interest. All this preparation does two things. First, makes you look more suitable for the job, and second, it shows that you're determined, persistent, and that you already understand the company. Once you've researched the companies, talked to employees, and updated your professional presence, it's time to apply. Apply and prepare for the interview is really important. Apply only to roles you can realistically fill. Don't apply to every role company posts. Often the same person reviews all applications. If they see you applying to many unrelated roles, it may look like you don't really know what you're good at. Next comes the interview. Small things can make a big difference here. Dress appropriately and speak clearly. Maintain eye contact at all times, and if the interview is online, look directly into the camera. Avoid placing the camera at a weird angle. Interviews can feel stressful and intimidating. If you feel anxious, rehearse. It doesn't eliminate stress, but it helps because you will feel more prepared. ChatGPT can actually help with this. Describe the interview situation and ask them to role-play the interview with you. I've actually tried this myself and it works reasonably well, even in my native language. You can also ask for strategies to reduce anxiety and practice those techniques. If you're unsure about how to dress, what to say, or what questions to ask, consult someone with experience. My personal tip, never turn down a chance to practice an interview. And even if you don't need a job or are not interested in that particular role, you can still get very valuable experience just doing it. It may sound counterintuitive, but not needing the job so badly can actually help you appear more confident and professional. Desperation is not always helpful, although if you apply it to research and preparation, it will be advantageous. Also, even if you don't need the job, do the interview like you do. The goal is to learn how to win. And like any skill, interviews get easier with practice. Reflect and improve. So no matter the outcome, take time to reflect. If you didn't get a job, ask yourself what worked and what didn't. Where did you feel confident? Where did things feel off? What did you learn? If possible, ask the interviewer for feedback. For example, whether there were skills you were missing or something you could improve. Even if you do get the job, ask what made them choose you. Understanding what worked helps you recognize your strengths, and knowing your weaknesses helps you improve. With that said, luck always plays a part, so don't hang up too much on your losses on wins and just keep moving forward. At this stage, you should have already understood that your soft skills and personality can be just as important as your technical skills. Your previous experience is valuable. Don't hide it. Mention it. Talk about it, what you've learned and how it shaped your character. Show how it's relevant to the job you're applying for. Story time. One HR manager shared a story about two almost identical candidates for a junior position. Both had the right skills and seemed like a good fit. The candidate who got hired worked in a fish factory in Norway while in university. While the other candidate may also have worked on some rough jobs, they did not mention it. So it wasn't the plain fact of having such job experience, but mostly because the candidate mentioned it and highlighted how it shaped them. That really scored points for the employer. The experience of hard work showed his personality and willingness to push through challenges, both being great assets for any company. Perhaps the most powerful lesson from these HR managers is this: people hire people. So try to connect, be honest, and be yourself. AI is changing everything. CVs are often written by ChatGPT, cover letters are polished to perfection, but they can feel soulless. Leave some of yourself in your application. Keep your own words and thoughts. Treat cover letter as a conversation. Imagine the person behind the screen, probably tired, bored, and wishing they could go home soon. If you can make them smile or laugh lightly, do it, whatever feels natural to you. That human touch really can make all the difference. Your personality shows in small ways: how you speak about your experience, how you handle questions, and how you interact with the team during interviews. Those things can make the difference between getting the job or being just another qualified candidate. While technical skills get you considered, soft skills and honesty will get you hired. If you have any questions or comments, reach out and my team and I will do our best to answer. Don't forget to check our free portfolio checklist. See link in the comments. See you soon.